And welcome to Manjimup for a huge clash between the Tigers and Imperials, traditional fierce rivals. Both sides looking to get onto the board for season 2025. As we see beautiful images here coming from God's country. It is timber country, of course, and we've already had some magnificent coverage from Dean Mill in our previous broadcast, and now in the magnificent area of Manjimup still, but at the Tigers, the home of the Manjimup Tigers. Let's go through quickly their results from the start of this season. The Tigers looking pretty strong today, and they didn't have a very good first up round in the Lower Southwest Football League. Of course, the Tyre Power Manjimup Lower Southwest Football League up against Kojonup in round one. 8 goals, 20-68 Kojonup to the Tigers 1-4-10. So they'll be looking to hit the scoreboard a little bit more than that today, the Tigers, and get the chocolates in front of their home crowd. The Imperials having a bye in round one, and then in round two, going down to defending premiers, Boyup Brook, 11-13-79, Boyup Brook to Imperials 10-8-68. So a tight contest there. So really looking at those results, with obviously both sides having a bye as well, coming into round three, on paper you would have to say the Imperials would be warm favourites coming into this match at the Tigers ground. And of course the Imperials just down the road in Manjimup. As we look at both teams' lineups, a big thank you to AFCRI, Premium Grains, Great Southern Fuels, of course Kimberley Accommodation Group. And our game ball sponsor today, Southern Forest Machinery. And our Archie's best on ground player will go to the player adjudged best on ground in our broadcast match today. Tim Lee's on the mic for filming footy. A big welcome to you this afternoon and this evening. And what a magnificent Anzac match it is going to be tonight as we see the scenes for the start of our ceremony with the reserves just finishing up. Let's have a quick look up at the lineups for both sides. For the Tigers, Jesse Edwards wearing the number 1. Robert Dawson, number 2. Taj Russo, number 3. Number 4, Liam Edwards. Number 5, Zach Johnston. 6, Blake Johnston. Number 7, Braden Wilson. Number 8, Jacob Burford. 9, Connor Brown. 10, James Johnston. 12, Ryan Edwards. 14, Grant Van Veen. 15, Jed Edwards. 16, Connor Edwards. Number 17, Matthew Wilson. 18, Dylan Edwards. 19, Thomas Quaife. 20, Reese Edwards. 21, Corbin Pinelli. And 23, Stephen Gillies, as we see a bit of a banner here for Willow, 50 games. So it looks like Braden Wilson or Matthew Wilson, one of the two, is bringing up their 50th game. And let's look at the Imperials lineup. Scott Gizzarelli, Scott Price, Charlie Waderman, Zach Hall, the number 4, as we see the Imperials side and the Tigers burst through. Looks like Braden Wilson bringing up the 50 games today, leading the boys through the banner. Number 6, Dale Blinko. 7, Reed Chatley. 8, Kane Malentis. 9, Jordan Johnson. 10, Keenan Cruz Wilson. 11, James Gillies. 13, Colby Beebe. 17, Connor Ibsen. 18, Lachlan Smith. 19, Bradley Kaman. 20, Alex Hancock. 21, Timothy Myers. And 22, Sean Gizzarelli, with Tully Dixon and Declan Morgan on the team list as well. And look at how good those images are live from Manjimup. As we see the Tigers escorted by the juniors. How good is that? So not too far away from bounce down here in Manjimup. It is the Manjimup Tigers up against Imperials. As we said before, both sides winless so far in 2025. Imperials going down narrowly to defending premiers Boyer Brook. So taking the title of warm favourite going into this match, but anything can happen when you're at home at your own dunghill. And that's exactly what the Tigers are going to be looking to do. Create some pressure, get it long and straight and quickly inside 50, down to their forward targets, and create some havoc tonight and hit that scoreboard a lot more than they did in round one against Kojonup. 1 goal, 4. Then they've had the bye in round 2, so it's been a long wait for them for redemption. And I'm sure a lot of them would be desperate for that redemption tonight. As we see some images here of the Imperials. A few players sporting the long sleevers. But as I said before, a narrow loss in their round in 2 encounter. 11-13-79 against Boyer Brook. 10-8-68 Imperials. So they take a lot out of that performance after having the bye in round 1, but they would love to be able to sing the song this afternoon and this evening under lights. And, well, drive back around the corner to their home club. And it's a fascinating competition to Lower Southwest with 3 teams in Manjimup. Incredible effort by the town with Dean Mill Hawks, Tigers and Imperials all being based around the Manjimup area. Of course, Kojonup, Boyer Brook, Bridgetown, other passionate teams in the competition, along with Pemberton, the Southerners they call them. And what a rich tradition they have as well, the Southerners, in their own right. So it's a fascinating competition and a fascinating round 3 contest tonight. Tim Lee's on the mic for filming footy. Really excited to get around it this afternoon and this evening. Not too far away now from our Anzac ceremony, where we look to have a minute's silence, and it's great to see the juniors integrated into that tonight. Umpires just conferring in the middle of the ground. And, geez, did they perform well in the first couple of rounds. It looks like Tristan Mead there on the right-hand side, one of our officiating umpires. Very proud boy up Brookeroo, very accomplished player in his own right. And some great images of the home crowd. It's a beautiful place to watch football, the Tigers' home ground. Probably got a few hot chicken rolls going tonight, maybe some lamb and gravy. Geez, I was treated to an outstanding lamb and gravy roll down at the D-Mill Hawks. You got a tray of chips with it for $7. How's that for an effort after a game of country footy? So shout out to the D-Mill Hawks canteen. You had a very satisfied Tim Lees driving back down the freeway to Mandurah. Let's see who's going to come out on top of this contest. We might go to a short break very soon with the Anzac ceremony not too far away. But big shout out to our filming footy crew, getting us magnificent images so far as the Tigers, looking at their jumpers. How good do they look with the Anzac and the sunset and the military images? That's some of the best jumpers I've ever seen. So we'll go to a short break and we'll be right back with Bounce Down here in this round 3 encounter. It's Tyre Power, Manjimup, Lower Southwest Football League action. And welcome back live here at Manjimup with the Tigers. Have won the toss and they've elected to kick to the northern end here of the Tigers' home ground. It's filming footy. Tim Lee's on the mic. And we're covering the Tyre Power Manjimup Lower Southwest Football League. It's round 3. And what a clinker we've got for you. The Tigers searching for their first win along with the Imperials. They're hosting the mighty Magpies. Big thank you to AFCRI for their support and incredible support of a $3,500 mark of the year in country football this year. So hopefully we get a few contenders for that big prize at the end of the year, along with the Kimberley Accommodation Group, one of our major sponsors as well, are giving away plenty of nights of accommodation for the goal of the year as well. So if you haven't been to the Kimberley yet, we could give you an excuse too. So the goal of the year and the mark of the year, providing incredible interest in country football WA. A magnificent partnership with Filming Footy. And we're away. Tristan Mead, the umpire, gets us away. And it was Quaife who got the tap down. Free kick. It's going the way of the Tigers. And Johnston's got it. Gave the hand pass off to the run. Kick was under pressure. Trying to collect the footy was Jed Edwards. In the end, the Magpies' defence. So Cruz Wilson trying to clear the football. Hand pass off in scrappy fashion. Jed Edwards again over the football. In goes Quaife. He's dispossessed. Hand pass by Wilson. Braden Wilson playing the 50 games this afternoon. Stacks on the mill. And the final player up is the number 17, Connor Ibsen for Imperials. So it looks like a game of under nines at the moment. Players putting their hand up saying, yeah, pick me, pick me. For the ruck. Free kicks going the way of Quaife. So Thomas Quaife for the Tigers. In the opening couple of minutes of the first quarter, the big Anzac clash here in Manjimup measures the pass in towards Jed Edwards. It's been lively so far. Coming through, Robert Dawson gets dealt with. Ball squirts out. James Johnston's there, but he gets tackled. Good pressure by Brandy Armstrong. And Quaife, again, starting to dominate the taps early on. Gets it down, but straight into the arms of Gizzarelli. That's the Sean version. So another ball up. So Quaife up against Cruz Wilson. Quaife gets it down. Dawson had the footy, gave away the hand pass last minute. But the umpire says, I'll have it, thanks. So it's going to come back into the centre of the ground. Umpire Tristan Mead in control. And it's round 3 in the Tyre Power Manjimup Lower Southwest Football League. So Quaife up against Cruz Wilson. No one really wins to tap. Second effort's there though. Pretty good by Brandy Armstrong for the Imps. Kicks it in towards the right half forward line. First back though, the Tigers' defence. Hand pass over the top. It's bashed over the line. So we'll have a boundary throw in on right half forward for Imperials. It's the first time they've got it inside 50. And they'll be desperate to get this one on the board. So here we go. Both ruckmen at it. Quaife in the end missed it completely. Armstrong's kick to the hot spot, floating back, off hands. Good defensive pressure by Reese Edwards. On hands and knees, the Tigers' defence. And Grant Van Veen, desperate in there. Quaife the ruckman, down there working hard in defence. Brilliant stuff by Imperials. Connor Ibsen. He's given the free kick away, or he's got it. He's got the free kick. Had eyes for the football, Connor Ibsen, and he's been dealt with. Got his legs taken. So he's going to line him up for the first score of this afternoon. And the lights will come on very soon. As Connor Ibsen has his shot. 45 metres out, the left footer. And he's missed. So it's Anzac footy in Manjimup tonight. The Tigers trying to clear from defence. Robert Dawson, he gets it. Oh, bounces, clumsy effort. They've turned it over. They've got some run and support though. Snap kick towards the right half back line. In the van was Mayers. Got it slapped away. Quaife working hard, the big fella. Cruz Wilson in there as well. And he's given away a good foot. It's Cruz Wilson against Quaife. Gets the left paw, bashes it in. Jed Edwards, good hand pass off. Another one. And the Tigers are away. Hacked off the air, out of the ground, into the air by Zach Johnston. It's out of bounds on the full. So Imperials through Bradley, Kaman, or Cayman. Let's go with Kaman. Left leg. Long kick towards centre wing. Punch from behind. Well done, Tigers. Reese Edwards it was in the end. They've gone inboard towards the 50 gamer Wilson, but too many Imperials. Left foot kick towards Gizzarelli. Scott Gizzarelli. The live wire did well. Got it back to Brandy Armstrong, and they've got the mark. Mayers. Call to play on. 50 metres. Umpire Tristan Mead right on the money. And Timothy Mayers will have a gimme at the top of the goal square and should bring up the first goal of this evening. He's looked pretty good this evening already. It's going to create a few headaches for the Tigers' defence. Mayers goes bang and brings up the first goal of the afternoon. So the centre half forward for Imperials gets a bit of luck with the 50-metre penalty. And as easy as you like, just pops it through for the Imperials' first goal. And the first goal for the match. So it looks like Mayer's lining up in the midfield. And one-on-one. Braden Wilson there up against Zach Hall. But it's Quaife in the ruck against Connor Ibsen. Quaife gets the tap down, but Ibsen did well. Received a hand pass and they win the clearance. The Magpies. And they get it towards left half forward, but numbers. Brilliant stuff. Wilson got the hand pass over to Jacob Burford. Burford's kick towards centre half forward. Horrible bounce for the defence. It was Kane Malentis, but the Tigers get away with it. With Jesse Edwards kicking to full forward. It was a good one. They dropped the mark though, the Tigers. Going in again is Connor Brown. Desperate after dropping it. Imps showing calm in the chaos. Charlie Waderman gets the hand pass on. Scott Price in there. Oh, bone crunching bump. Mayers did well. But again, Wilson in the milestone match gets the hand pass out. Kicking towards the half forward line. Good body work. Zach Johnston for the Tigers. Oh, like the thief in the night, Jordan Johnston. They stole it. But Brandy Armstrong is in the way for the Imperials. Gets the kick towards the half forward line. Sean Gizzarelli in traffic. Got it to Ibsen. Ibsen goes sideways. It was a scrappy effort. Put his teammate under all sorts. Scott Price holding the ball. And Jed Edwards was right on him. But it looks like it's a ball up. Jumping the gun there. So Quaife up against Ibsen. Just dominating at the moment. He gets the tap down. But Brandy Armstrong gets it. Wins the clearance. Tackled as he kicks. And it looks like it's a free kick down the ground to Imperials. Just a little bit high on Armstrong. Left foot kick in towards centre half forward. Good lead. Good defensive effort by the Tigers as well. It was Alex Hancock for Imps. Providing the big tower, the target, should I say. And looks like Hancock, he's got a bit of inertia behind him. Wouldn't want to be dropping in front of him. So boundary throw in as Quaife. Double-hander in front. Left paw in front of himself towards the boundary line and it dribbles over. And looks like Imperials be looking to get it in towards Hancock. Cross half forward, one of their targets. Let's go back to the action here. Cruz Wilson did well. Push Quaif under it. Hacks it on the left foot. In towards the forward pocket. Scott Ghizzarelli is there, but it beats him over the line. So boundary throw in. Deep in the Imperials' full forward line. Just over 9 minutes gone in the Tyre Power Manjimup round 3 encounter. It's Tigers versus Imps. It's a Manjimup derby. As Dawson, some neat work out of the ruck. Threw it on the boot towards half-back. But the Magpies swoop. They've got some support and run. Left foot snap kick in towards centre half forward. In best position was Johnston. He got dealt with though. And the kick towards goal is pretty good. Jordan Johnson. And Imperials have kicked 2. They're 2-1-13. So the Tigers yet to score. And just reward for effort in the end by Imperials. Plenty of inside 50s, and the Tigers at the moment just breaking down around half forward. They've had a couple of chances. Had a good lead by Connor Brown. Looked like they were going to have an early shot, but just bobbled out. And after that, the Imperials have rebounded well. Brilliant clearance here. And it's Wilson tracking the football for the Tigers. Oh, took his legs out. Should be a free kick towards Imperials. No, it's gone the other way. I always get confused with those ones these days. It's the kick in towards full forward. Connor Brown was in the van. Good defensive pressure by Malentis. And Imperials clear. Man in front is Armstrong. He's got the footy. In the true centre half back position. Kicks it towards centre half forward. Good lead, good mark. And Hancock getting amongst it early. Right foot kick into full forward. Goes over the back. Cruz Wilson was there. But good defensive pressure by the Tigers. Zach Johnston gave the hand pass backwards. Blake Johnston's got it now. Goes inboard. Acrobatic effort by Quaif. Quaif, he fell over. Bashed it forward. Well played by the Imperials. It was Mayers tried to get it inboard, but the Tigers, too many of them. Just hacked inside 50 towards full forward. Liam Edwards there for the Tigers. But the Magpies, poised in defence. Chip kick in. Has found Smith. And on left half back, the Imperial supporters take a deep breath. Takes his time. Now the long right leg. Oh, too many numbers. Free kick, is it? And no eyes for the footy. Magnificent. Miking up by our camera crew there. We can even hear Tristan B as that kick goes to Ibsen. And he's got the mark 60 metres out. Backing back as easy as you like. I'm sure the Tigers coaching staff will be concerned with that. Got to be tighter. And Ibsen having a run in the ruck at the moment for Imperials. Boy, this will bring the away supporters' house down. Comes in, left leg, shoots on goal. Oh, he's hit the post. But he started brightly, Connor Ibsen. And the Imperials at the moment, 2-2-14. The Tigers under siege, yet to score. 13 minutes gone, first quarter. Good chain of play here by the Tigers. They've got Jesse Edwards on centre wing. Very patient, gets it in towards Jed Edwards. Picks the footy up. Hand pass inboard. Did well for Zach Johnston. Look at all of these black and white jumpers. They're hunting in packs. Brilliant. Mayer's in there. And a good tackle laid on Connor Brown. And every time the Tigers look like they're going to break off the chain, the Magpies swoop in. So Quaif wins another tap. Gets it down to Connor Brown. Hand pass inboard. On hands and knees, Brown needs some support. But Mayers gets the footy, gives it off to Gizzarelli. Measures the pass into Armstrong. And they're away here, Imperials, in towards the half-forward line. Ibsen's got the mark. Left foot from centre forward into full forward. Hancock! He's got it. Read it best. And good body work. And the big fella, Alex Hancock, can bring up the Imperials' third goal from 40 metres out. Right foot. And it's off to the minor side. But exciting play by Imperials. Showing some ominous signs. And Hancock down at full forward in particular. He's going to take a big effort to stop him this evening as Jesse Edwards with the footy. Oh, they've turned it over here. Black and white jumpers swooping. Hand pass backwards to Mayers again. Probably the best player in the first quarter to Ibsen. And the Magpies will have another shot for goal. And Connor Ibsen, speaking of good players, he's right in the conversation as well. Could be going home with a pair of Archie Stongs this evening. And how good are these images with the Tigers supporter? You need the blanket tonight, don't you, with the deck chair? Even got his best friend, the canine down here. Ibsen, left foot shot for goal. Boom shakalaka. And the Imperials, they continue on their merry way. 3-3. They've got on the board in the first quarter. And the gauntlet's been thrown down to the Tigers, yet to score. But really doesn't accurately portray this evening because they've had plenty of the football. Just not using it as well on the rebound. And the Imperials at the moment sensing a bit of blood in the water as we talked about pre-match. Going down narrowly to Boyat Brook. 10-8-68 to 11-13-79 as Ibsen just jumps over, wins a rare hit out. Brandy Armstrong, brilliant, comes through. Sockers it off the ground. They've won the clearance, Imperials. Coming in. Outstanding play. Gave the hand pass off with Smith. Kicked by Scott Price in towards the half-forward line. The Tigers, though, raw out of the half-back. Brilliant kick. Blake Johnston. He plays on into Quaife at centre half-forward. Ping the tackle, though, the Imperials' defence. Right on the money. And they're away again through Gizzarelli. Sean Gizzarelli. Stat passes inboard. Finds a teammate. And Connor Ibsen again. He's going to have leather poisoning by the end of tonight. Sells a bit of candy. Now the left leg into Hancock. Didn't get it on the first bite. Some defence screens him. But going in again. And good stuff by Jesse Edwards. But last up is Brandy Armstrong. And what a first quarter he's had as well. Collects the crumbs. Snaps on goal. It's a behind. But he's had his wheat bix. And he's up and about tonight. And so is his teammates from Imperials. What can the Tigers do here? 17 and a half minutes gone first quarter. Wearing brilliant jumpers tonight, the Tigers. An outstanding design. Whoever's come up with it. It's a big Anzac clash as the kick from the Tigers' defence is turned over here by the Imps. Gizzarelli on hands and knees. Got it to Armstrong. Hand pass over the top to Price. And he's copped a coat hanger. And a bit crude by Reece Edwards. Gets a bit of treatment by the Imps. But Scotty Price has got it. Likes the look of the full forward. Steaming out. It was Mayers over the back of the pack. Mayers having a bit of a rest. Gillies got the hand pass away. Looking to hang on in the last few minutes here. The Tigers' defence. Imps desperate to pump another one home. And last up for Imperials is Lachlan Smith. So umpire Tristan Mead throws it up. Ibsen bashes it forward. Stephen Gillies gives the hand pass off and the clearing kick by the Tigers. right in front of central commentary position. Armstrong magnificently keeps it in, trying to find a teammate in Smith. Good physical play here. Desperation. Jesse Edwards trying to get out of there. But Brandy Armstrong says, not on my watch. So Tristan Mead, our umpire, throws it up again. Ibsen, bit of a muffled hit out, and it goes over the line. So we've got a pram and a blanket on the ground. Beautiful sunset here in Manjimup. The lights are on here in Manjimup. Good spin move by the Imps. Prize of ball coming through is Edwards, Jesse Edwards. Dealt with, didn't have the footy. Blake Johnston, in fact, he's got it, left leg. He spotted a loose player, and they've got it. Outstanding, Connor Edwards. It's a full forward, punch from behind. Trying to read the crumbs, Liam Edwards. But there's too many black and white jumpers. A wave of them. And they've cleared it to Ibsen, the middle of the ground. Misses the first fresh airy. Then goes in again. Sockers into centre forward, Hancock. Head over the footy. Oh, he emerges. Tried to barge his way through like a wounded bull. Mayers was in there. Crumbs to the Imperials. And left foot kick for goal is home. Outstanding. And James Gillies has pumped home another for the Magpies, and they move to 4-4-28 just before the first quarter siren. There's going to be a few more minutes to go. But 8 scoring shots to nothing in this first quarter. It's the Tyre Power Manjimup Lower Southwest Football League, round 3. Filming footy thanks to AFGRI, Premium Grains, Great Southern Fuels, and of course Kimberley Accommodation Group. Big thank you to Southern Forest Machinery, our game ball sponsor today, as Jed Edwards been moved into the ruck for the Tigers. Coming through, leaving it behind was Gizzarelli for Imperials. Laser tackle again. Bit of pushing and shoving in there. Liam Edwards for the Tigers. So another ball up. Jesse Edwards jumps over the top of Cruz Wilson. Oh, dumps too high. Free kick, a bit crude by Cruz Wilson. So the Tigers have the free kick. And it looks like a card here. Yellow card by Cruz Wilson. So umpire Tristan Mead, right on the money. And it was a really crude effort by Cruz Wilson. Let's go back to the footy. So Liam Edwards, left leg, in towards the half-forward line. Connor Brown's there, picks up on the right foot, kicks into full forward. It bounces over the top of Quaife. Lays the tackle and it dribbles over the line. So Charlie Waderman was about to give the kick in, and then Kane Malentis said, no thanks mate, I'm taking this one. And his left leg by Malentis is good. Finds Cayman. He was pushed as he kicked. Marked by Imperials, Jordan Johnson. So Johnson's got it on left half back. Red time here in the first quarter. Measures the pass, and it's a good one. Imps have got the footy. Right foot kick in towards centre half forward, punched away. Hancock's there, he's given away the free kick. So the Tigers have got the footy. Chip kick over the top. Has found Edwards, Liam Edwards. Long kick over towards the left half back line. Connor Brown gave the hand pass off. Poor kick. They've turned it over here, the Tigers. And Zach Hall's got the footy. The left footer. Looks laterally, good vision. Has found Charlie Waderman. Oh, that's a poor kick again, though. Both sides struggling a bit. With the dew on the ground. Got enough time. Cayman gave the hand pass off. It's a dribbler. And the Tigers come through Johnston, and the kick towards the left half. Backline is stolen. Magnificent effort by Scotty Price. He's got the footy. Kicking to the southern end of this Manjimup. Tigers home ground. Big mark. Strong. Plucked it in the chaos. Liam Edwards take a bow. Left leg. Spots the pass. And finds Gillies. Gets some supporting run. The long kick here. Big pack. And it's punched over the line. Connor Ibsen gives the pigskin over. So good to see one of the juniors here as one of the boundary umpires. What a buzz he'd be getting. Packed house here at Tigers. As the boundary throw-in comes in, Ibsen reaches over the top of Jesse Edwards. They clear through Ryan Edwards. Hand pass over the top. The Tigers under immense pressure. Mayer! Oh, how good was that? Folded him up like a deck chair. Timothy Mayers, been one of the better players for Imperials in this first quarter. Goes inboard. Dangerous kick. Oh, superb stuff with the one hand. Gave it to himself. Outstanding stuff, Liam Edwards. Track here towards the boundary line. Matthew Wilson couldn't pick it up, but had support through Zach Johnston. His hack pass over the top has worked out all right. And Reese Edwards has got the footy. Spotting a teammate up. Blake Johnston, he's got a loose player. Can't get it over the top. And Jesse Edwards cursing. Can't do much about that as Charlie Waderman has played on, has spotted a teammate. Big task set over there for the number 12. But Brandy Armstrong gave it off. Ball. Bradley Kamen wrapped up. Ball squirts free. Waderman comes in. Price. Chip over the top to Mayers. Good one-on-one. Oh, got hit with a Mack truck. Dylan Edwards. Brandy Armstrong along the ground. That was outstanding. Bought about 30 metres. Hancock turns around in traffic. Snap pass. I think it's a free kick. It's coming back, is it? To Hancock. Has been lively. The target for Imperials. The siren's going to go, I think. Goes to Big Rory. Love it. It's a mongrel rolled one and it drops short. The intent was good. Implementation poor. So Jacob Burford takes a saving mark. And there's quarter time. Ryan Edwards with the footy for Tigers. And we'll take a short break here in round 3 action. Manjimup Tyre Power. Round 3 action for the lower southwest. Tim Lees for filming footy. And it's been all Imperials in the first quarter. They hold a 27-point lead. We'll be right back very soon with second quarter action.
Cheers, lad. Sorry.
And welcome back live in Manjimup for the Tyre Power Manjimup Round 3 Lower Southwest Football League. Umpire Tristan Mead gets us back underway in the second quarter, and it's been all one-way traffic so far. The Imperials, dominant first quarter. Connor Ibsen does well, tries to get it towards Mayers. Outstanding defensive effort by Liam Edwards for the Tigers. But Brandy Armstrong, what a player for the Imperials so far. Again, getting amongst it. Quaife gets it to guess who? Armstrong wins the clearance. Kick up and under. Dawson, what a mark. Well played. Read it best. Strength personified. And then gets the kick off. The right half back, Connor Edwards, measures it along the line. This is a good start by the Tigers. Reese Edwards, his kick, has found Jesse Edwards. It's the Edwards show. Chip kick in, but it's stolen here by the Impies. And looks like 17, Matthew Wilson for the Tigers. Fair bit of pain. But Zach Hall's got the football. Plays on, then goes short. Hines Valentis, Kane Valentis. Left leg towards Mayers. Just hit the ground, and then he's hit the ground. Mayers fell over, and the Tigers can come away with it. Reese Edwards just got pushed as he kicked, and they've turned it over, and the Impies just find a target as they're so often able to do tonight. Sean Gizzarelli. Which of the plays on? Lachlan Smith finds Price. Robert Price spots the pass. Scott Gizzarelli plays on one way, then the other in the bright pink boots. Drills it, and Johnson's got the footy. Jordan Johnson into full forward. Oh, what a mark. Stephen Gillies. That's going to be a huge contender for our AFRI mark of the day. Could be in contender for our mark of the year. It's Liam Edwards. Strong pack mark against Mayers. He's got the footy and long kick. Gets it to Wilson. Driving in front of the members. Braden Wilson in his 50th game. Short pass. Has found Blake Johnston. Like the look of him. Blake Johnston gets it to Jesse Edwards. Edwards been pretty good this evening so far. Spots it to Connor Edwards. He plays on now to centre forward. Good mark. In the midst, Reese Edwards. Pops it over the top and have got the mark. Johnston, I think. Connor Brown, in fact. Bit of a lookalike with Johnston, but Connor Brown has provided a real target already tonight. Dropped one earlier in the first quarter that he should have taken, so desperate to make amends with a goal here. Plays on, pumps it towards goal, but it's touched over the line. So the Tigers bring up their second score of the evening, another behind. They're 0-2. Imperials 4-4-28. Big thank you to our match ball sponsor, Great Southern Machinery. Southern Forest Machinery. Our game ball sponsor tonight. Great Southern Fuels. Our stream major sponsor is Imperials. Zach Hall did well, tracked it on hands and knees to Hancock. On to Gillies. Fade one way, then the other. Effort for the mark was by Pinelli. He's dropped it. The cavalry comes in for the Tigers, copping one high. Crude effort by Ghizzarelli for the Imperials. That's a free kick going the way of the Tigers. I think there was much in it, but a bit of pushing and shoving. So Burford, I think they've turned the footy over here. Oh, they've gotten sucked in. It looks like Imperials have got the footy now. And they've found Ibsen. Gone inboard. And the big fella has been playing forward and in the ruck this evening. Can make the Tigers pay, as we see Blake Johnston for the Tigers there, pointing to his head as if to say to his teammate, come on, boys, use your brains. It's Connor Ibsen for goal. Does he make them pay? No, he hasn't. So Imperials 4-5, 29. The Tigers 0-2. Both teams been a bit wasteful as they clear the footy through Burford. Long kick towards Connor Brown. Had two players go to him. Good contest, and Jesse Edwards, or Jed Edwards, gave the hand pass off. Jesse Edwards trying to collect the footy. In dives Connor Brown, and the ball goes over the line. So Kane Malentis for Imperials. Been working hard down back. He's got the big job trying to track Jesse Edwards at the moment. Looks like Colby Beebe trying to mark Connor Brown as Mayers gets slung as he kicked, but they win the clearance. Imperials. They've left it behind here, the Tigers, but they've got run and they've got support through Stephen Gillies. Gets it back here, the 1-2's on. Tried to sell a bit of candy. Got the hand pass out. Dylan Edwards just hacked it forward to no one in particular. Charlie Wademan gives it to Ibsen. Shrugs a couple of tacklers. Magnificent work. Left foot kick towards Ghizzarelli, the Scott version. Oh, clever by Hancock. Slapped it back to Mayers. Trying to keep his feet. He falls over in the end. Hancock comes in. And we've got a stalemate deep in the full forward line for Imperials. So clever work by Scott Ghizzarelli and Hancock there. So Robert Dawson collects it from the ball up. That kick now towards the half back line for the Tigers. Imperials falling to ground, and players from both sides struggling to keep their feet here. There's Blinko there getting amongst it. Been a bit of a mosquito. That's Quaife. Wants to tap down against Ibsen. And the clearance goes the way of the Tigers. Connor Brown does well. Beats his opponent to the footy in Beebe. But it's a free kick. It's coming back to Imperials, I think. And it is. It's coming the way of Ghizzarelli. So Sean Ghizzarelli will kick from about 45 metres. Comes out to the right to buy himself a few. Unloads. And it's a minor score. Robert Dawson ready to go. Plays on quickly. Straight down the middle. Cuts it like hot knife through butter. Quaife was in the van. Couldn't take the mark. And the crumbs result in another ball up. So Ibsen up against Quaife. Ibsen does well this time. Wins it. Bashes it 20 metres forward. It was worth a kick. But Mayers comes through for Imperials. Weaves through traffic brilliantly. Throws it on the right foot. Kicks in towards full forward. And they've rushed it over here, the Tigers. So Burford's got it. Bit of indecision. Hancock putting good pressure on for Imperials. Gillies for the Tigers. Gets the hand pass away to Smith. Left leg to Connor Brown. Beebe in the van. Did well. Shoveled across towards a teammate, but it goes over the line. So boundary throw in on right half forward for Imperials. They lead it by 5 goals at the moment. 4-7-31. For the Tigers, 0-2. Still trying to get their first goal. The Tigers in front of their home fans tonight as Quaife gets the free kick against Ibsen. It's been probably their best player tonight for the Tigers as Quaife. Playing in the ruck as Dawson gets the mark from him, goes sideways, finds Burford. Then a good contributor as Burford's long kick towards centre wing. Brilliant tap over the back there. That was clever from Lachlan Smith. Provided an opportunity. The Tigers trying to run away with it, but it's over the line already. It's coming back to the Imperials, in fact, so free kick to them. Chip kick over the top. Oh, it's a poor one. And Dylan Evans has got it. As we see brilliant images of the sunset in Manjimup, God's country. Beautiful down here. As Edwards kicks the footy inboard. And pass over the top. To no one in particular, but the Tigers, they work it out. Liam Edwards, left leg. Oh, strong mark. Charlie Waderman, take a bow. Just clunked it in traffic as easy as you like, and a couple of kicks. And away go the Magpies through Sean Gizzarelli. Long right leg into Hancock. He's got the mark. Plays on, kicks the full forward straight to the opposition. Didn't have a Captain Cook. And Burford, smiling like the Cheshire cat then. Couldn't believe his luck. Straight to him. Oh, Brandy Armstrong flew in. He's turned it over here. Superb for the Imperials. Kicked a full forward. Off hands. Dawson's there first. Mayers with the chase. They should be able to clear. And they have. Through Connor Edwards. The Tigers' long kick. Towards centre wing. Blake Johnston. Well done. Good body work. He won it. Left leg in towards centre half forward. Outstanding. Away they go. Reece Edwards. Shot for goal. But it's a point. But promising play here from the Tigers. Outstanding transition, wasn't it? From one end to the other. And there's 0-3 to Imperials 4-7. So still looking for a goal in this second quarter. We're over halfway through it. It's the pass inboard to Beebe. Called to play on now. Chip kick. Oh, trying to claim it just before the turf. Pretty good effort, Jordan Johnson, but it's a ball up. So left half forward for the Tigers. They're pressing halfway through this second quarter. Looking for their first goal as Gillies gave it back to Brown. Right foot kicking towards centre half forward now. Connor Edwards on the left leg. Into full forward. Shake of the head from Reece Edwards. The number 8 for Imperials, Melentis. Shows calm in the chaos, as he's so often done this evening already. As Beebe goes down the line. 2-on-2 contest. At the bottom of the pack, Jesse Edwards down there, I think. Trying to clear the footy. He's last up, so ball up. Brandy Armstrong gesturing. Quaife, the double-hander down like a volleyballer towards the advantage of a teammate, but it beats both players over. There's Jed Edwards and Charlie Waderman. So boundary throw in, left half forward for the Tigers. Right on the paint of 50. Oh, well done, Quaife. Lost his legs. Hit the ground hard. In the end, Gizzarelli got his kick smothered. Bit of pinball here. And it's Cop Cruz Wilson high. He's got the free kick. So the yellow carder from the first quarter. He's served his sentence and he's back on. Grub a ball. Inboard. Well done, Gizzarelli. Shoveled the hand pass off. Now Mayers has got it. Looks like his shoulder strapping has been torn. Got bumped as he kicked. His scrappy kick along the line. Jacob Burford picked it up and got crunched. So a stalemate. Ball up. Quaife up against Cruz Wilson. Cruz Wilson pushed him out of the way. Did well. Smothered kick clearance. Straight up in the air. Robert Price. Scott Price, sorry, he's got it. Right foot kick into full forward. Trying to juggle it. It's Gizzarelli. But it goes over the line. So boundary throwing. Deep in the right full forward pocket for Imperials. Still looking for their first goal of this quarter. The kick 4 in the first. Robert Dawson does well at that clearance. They get the kick away, but straight to Brandy Armstrong. Plays on, runs his full measure. Long kick into Mayers. Trying to track the football, picks it up now. Still about 40 out. Chip kicks into Ibsen. The left foot snap for goal. He's kicked a point. So 4-8 now, 32. To the Tigers, 0-3. As they're away here through Burford, the Tigers. Stab pass along the line, not bad, but not good enough. Taj Russo at his toes, and I think he's kicked it out on the full he has. So B, wearing the headband tonight. Goes inboard. Kicks to Jordan Johnson. Controlling the football nicely here. Imperials, Wademan's got it. Now they go long. In towards full forward, poor kick. And the Tigers through Liam Edwards. Try to slow it down. Gillies has got it. Stephen Gillies. Still deep in their right full back line. Now the kick comes towards the half back line. Good boys. Cruz Wilson got his head taken off. But it's a ball up. Went to ground. So Quaife up against Cruz Wilson. Quaife did well. Couple of bites at the cherry. Taps it backwards. It's sharked by Wilson. Sorry, Ibsen in fact. And he's kicked towards Mayers. Is it out of bounds on the full? I think he's claimed that he has. So Timothy Mayers. This will be a magnificent effort if he can kick it. Right foot kick for goal. Good body work. Scott Gizzarelli was in the van. Through the hands and it's hit the point post. So boundary throwing right next to the point post. Imperials kicking to the northern end here of Tigers home ground. Boundary throwing comes in. Robert Dawson fell over. Got his leg to it. Gizzarelli snap for goal. Last line of defence. Burford. That was colossal. It was like a goalkeeper then. And Burford to bring the footy back in for the Tigers. 18 minutes gone, second quarter, finds Quaife. The big ruckman. Oh, goes inboard. That's a shocker, that kick. But there's enough Tiger jumpers to help clean up. Gillies gave it over to Brown. Cruz Wilson was tracking it. Well done, Jed Edwards. Came through, claimed it. Turned around, long kick now. In towards Reese Edwards at centre half forward. First back the Imperials defence. That was Cayman, who did well. And they get it over the line and they can reset the Imps defence. So Cruz Wilson coming in for this boundary throw in. Up against Quaife. He comes in late. And the Tigers still trying to get their first goal on the board. They win this clearance to centre half forward. Didn't have a captain Cook though. It falls straight in Melentis' hands. So they've got the footy here, Imperials. Bradley Cayman. Long kick. Trying to find Mayers on centre wing. What a second effort. What a player, Mayers. Clears it to Ibsen. Beats an opponent. Gives it on to Brandy Armstrong. And the Imperials. Scintillating play. They've got the footy, and they've got it to James Gillies, I think. Legs 11. Just trying to find out where the mark is. Inquiring with the umpire. Mayers running around next to him. He gives it. Mayers, right foot, cannon towards goal. It's not going to make it. I think it's gone out of bounds on the full. It has. So frustrating game for supporters and coaches alike. Both teams unable to get it through the big sticks. Lots of forward thrusts. In the last 5 minutes, or for most of this quarter, it has been Imperials. The Tigers, though, have looked threatening at times. As that kick by the Tigers' defence has gone over the boundary line. So, boundary throwing, centre wing, central commentary position, or just forward of it for Imperials. As Quaife wins the tap. Gets it to Pinelli. On the ground, Gillies for Imperials, but coming through. That was outstanding by Thomas. No, it was Connor Edwards. But here come Imperials. They've turned it over. And chip kick to full forward. Cruz Wilson has got it. Keenan Cruz Wilson got the pass from Smith. And the Magpies savage on the rebound tonight. Cruz Wilson, disciplined kick to the hot spot. Hancock's there. So's Burford. Numbers with the Tigers. Tackling pressure, socket off the ground. And it's through for a minor score. So 4-10 now, Imperials. The Tigers 0-3. 14 scoring shots to 3 and only, incredibly, 31 points behind. I'm sure the Tigers will be pointing that out at the main break as the right foot kick. It's a good one. Has spotted up Jesse Edwards. And he's been a good contributor for the Tigers. Plays on now. And long kick. That's poor. Out of bounds on the full. So the Tigers, a feature of their play. Just turning the footy over a little bit too much tonight. But credit where credit's due. The pressure has been immense. Speaking of pressure, Charlie Waderman just copped 2 full bottles of it. Tigers worth. And he's turned the footy over. So Liam Edwards. Pretty reliable left foot kick normally, but that one not too good. He's dropped the mark though. Melentis. Bit of a 360. Gave it off to Cayman. And they're away here, the Imperials. Cruz Wilson. Just beaten to the footy by Liam Edwards. Runs past it. Gillies on hands and knees. Gives it off. And escorted over the line by Jordan Johnson for Imperials. So boundary throw in left half forward for Imps. They'd be desperate to get a late goal here. 4-10-34. In front of the Tigers. 0-3-3. That's Cruz Wilson. Does well. Wins it. Hacks it out of the air. Hancock. At ground level for Imps. Dives on top now. Body slam style. And it looks like it's a ball up. So umpire Tristan Mead. Burford felt that one. Ball up. Cruz Wilson does well. Shrugs him out of the way. Hacks on goal. What a goal by Cruz Wilson. Nails it like a carpenter. And the Imps get their 5th of the evening. And I dare say just before the halftime siren, that is valuable. They move to 5-10-40. Tigers 0-3-3. And Cruz Wilson giving away lots of height against Thomas Quaife tonight. Copped a yellow card in the first quarter for a pretty crude body slam sling tackle on centre wing. Umpire Tristan Mead was right on the money. Sent him off. Hasn't dropped his head though. He's come straight back on. Has been jumping into Quaife. but probably an area the Imps thought they might be deficient in as Ibsen gets the tap down. They win the clearance. That was excellent. Zach Hall got the kick in. Oh, magnificent work here by Jordan Johnson. Won it. Kicked it on towards Cruz Wilson. Dawson just tugged on the jumper. Play on, says the umpire. Didn't matter. Cruz Wilson won it anyway. Into Hancock. Punched away. Pizzarelli's there. Oh, didn't have the footy. Place for the free kick. Glinko up and under ball to Burford. Boy, what a game he's playing tonight. Burford, he's been under siege. But so far has been solid. Right foot kick now. Down the line. Big pack of players. Mayers comes through. Right foot kick to full forward. Punch from behind. Was good by Gillies. Beeve in there. Couldn't pick it up. Well done, Pinelli. Hand pass over the top. Gillies comes through again. Breaks the bead. Tackle, but it goes over the line. Zach Johnston in there as well for the Tigers. Connor Brown at that stoppage as well. Beebe watching him. So boundary throw in here. Deep in the right full forward pocket for Imperials. Robert Dawson did well. Grabbed it out of the ruck tap, and there's the siren for half time. And it's a 37-point lead to Imperials. It's round 3 of the Tyre Power Manjimup Lower Southwest Football League. Tim Lee's on the mic for filming footy. Big shout out to Great Southern Fuels, Premium Grains, AFGRI and Kimberley Accommodation Group, and Southern Forest Machinery, our game ball sponsor. And of course, Archie Stongs for our best on ground tonight. But we'll go to a break for half time. And we'll be back with third quarter action. The Premiership quarter here on Anzac night in Manjimup. It's the Tigers hosting the Imperials. They've got all the work to do ahead of them. 37 points down. We'll be back with the third quarter very soon. And welcome back to Manjum Up with Tyre Power Manjum Up. Round 3, Lower Southwest Football League action. Players out on the ground. Ready to get started again here. And it's been an Imperials whitewash so far. But the Tigers been valiant and plenty of opportunities. So what can they do in this second half in front of their home crowd? Blake Johnston in there, the number 6, stirring up his Tigers. Robert Dawson into the guts. Looks like they've pulled a few changes here. Braden Wilson in there as well. So Dawson goes up in the ruck. Oh, it's worked for them. James Johnston came through. They've won the clearance. Tracking the footy out on centre wing. Connor Edwards picks it up. Gets dealt with by Price. Well done, Malentis. Hand pass over the top to Brandy Armstrong. He picked it up, got dealt with. Coming through, Wilson did well. Got it on to Connor Edwards. He's kicked a centre half forward. Punch from behind. Free kick going the way of Imperials. Ibsen grabbed it, pumped it forward, but I don't think the advantage is being paid. And Thomas Burford there in no rush to get the football. It's Hancock that runs across and gets it back. As we see the old school leg there of Tristan Mead. Malentis has got it now. The number 8, Kane Malentis, for the Magpies. He's had a good night. Chips it in to Ibsen. Speaking of good nights, he's a massive contender for the Archies, best on ground. Kicks in towards Cruz Wilson. Well done, gets the crumbs. Second effort by Cruz Wilson. Right foot banana. Oh, what a goal. And that is a huge contender for the Kimberley Accommodation Group Goal of the Year. Didn't get the mark initially. Butted up for the second effort. He got it. And then right foot bananaed it through traffic. And that is a sensational effort. So the Imps get the first goal of the third quarter and continue their dominance tonight. And the Tigers crowd gone a little bit quiet. The black and gold here really need to lift as Ibsen jumping over the top. Bashes it down. And Wilson, he's been desperate tonight. It's a good start from him in this third quarter. Chip kick over the top though. And Malentis has won the footy again. And this is where they've been deadly. Mayers has got the mark, gives it off to the runner Price. Kick in towards centre half forward. 2-on-2 contest. Desperate was Zach Hall diving in, and Cruz Wilson comes through along with Pinelli for the Tigers. So ball up. In at centre half forward for Imps. And getting wrapped up straight away is Blake Johnston. So Cruz Wilson has really given them a real spark tonight, the Imperials. Quaife wins the ruck tap, kicks it out of the ruck, coming through Malentis on the left foot. That was dashing by the defender. Good mark taken by Gizzarelli. Chip kick over the top. Mayers. Strong mitts. Right foot kick to the hot spot. Oh, well done. Strong defensive effort by Grant Van Veen. Plays on. Kicks over towards Connor Edwards. Gets tackled. Quaife comes in to support. Hand pass inboard. Wasn't the best. So Van Veen under all kind of pressure. Pinelli tracking it near the line as well. Connor Edwards. Brandy Armstrong trying to steal it for Imperials. But it goes over the line for a boundary throw in. Right in front of the Tigers change rooms where they run in and out. And in front of their passionate supporters here. They'll be desperate to lift in this third quarter. And get their first goal for the night. And Dawson up against Ibsen. And the Tigers have won the free kick here through Dawson. Been swung into the ruck in this third quarter. Has been a solid contributor tonight for the Tigers. Right foot kick now. In towards centre half forward. Good contest. Punch from behind by Lachlan Smith. Mayer's in there again. And they come away with the football, the Magpies. Left foot kick in towards Gillies. On hands and knees. Punches it away from Cruz Wilson. Dawson collects it, but so did Cruz Wilson. And we'll have another ball up. So Cruz Wilson. Dawson jumps over him. Did well. Front left. Brandy Armstrong comes through. Tries to keep it in. Well done, Blake Johnston. Gave the hand pass off and then gets it back. Chip kick in towards Jed Edwards. Got rid of his opponent. Collects the footy. Mayers. Vice-like hands. Escorts him over the line. So boundary throw in. Left half forward for the Tigers. Looks like it's going to be Armstrong up against Dawson. Armstrong fights hard, gets it to the front. Cruz Wilson just gets slung to the ground by Armstrong. They come away with the football, the black and whites. Oh, gang tackle. It's an Imperials burger there. And Cruz Wilson's the meat. Great defensive pressure here. The Tigers have lifted. And ball at ground level again. Another scrappy contest. And another ball up. About 2 metres away from the last one. So again, Dawson up against Cruz Wilson. Cruz Wilson stayed on the ground. And in the end, Dawson, they ended up cuddling each other. Another ball up. So a little tap. Mayers is dealt with. Didn't have the footy. Play on, says the umpire. Another boundary throw in, looks like. Jed Edwards ended up with the football. And Mayers chirping at the umpire like a cockatoo in a karaoke contest. The umpire's having nothing of it as Dawson claims it out of the ruck. And Zach Hall had him. So ball up. Dawson just bashes it. First back was Waderman. Mayers got slung as he hand passed it. Getting involved was Cayman. Onto Beebe. Oh, there he is again, Cayman. Price gets hit with a Mack truck called Connor Brown. That's got the hairs up on the arms. And Lachlan Smith coming in and throwing his weight around. Armstrong and Wilson. Got to be careful there. Then Cruz Wilson picks it up out of the ruck. And free kick to Dawson. Not sure what that one was for. Maybe holding the ball. But Dawson, long leg now towards the centre half forward line. Jed Edwards was the target. He's got his jumper there. I think it's a free kick. Yeah, was definitely had his jumper tugged. So Jed Edwards plays on. Right foot stab pass into full forward. Connor Brown. He's got the mark. And can pull up the first sausage roll for Tigers tonight. And boy, would they be desperate for it. There's 0-3 on the Tyre Power Man Jam Up scoreboard. Imperials 6-10, 46. What can he do here? Connor Brown, right foot kick for goal. Put your glasses down. Straight through the middle. And the Tigers have come out with renewed vigour in this third quarter and get some reward for effort. And Connor Brown, being a lively target up forward, gets his first of the evening and the Tigers first. And that breathes life into the contest. With 9 minutes gone, third quarter. And so often you talk about the first 10 minutes of a third quarter being so important. And for the Tigers, they had to be good. And they have been. As Quaife gets it down. Armstrong, though, steals it. Hand pass backwards to Waderman. Onto Myers. Mayers now, kicks in towards the half-forward line. Punched away. And in the end, good defensive pressure by Van Veen. Sees it over the boundary line. Quaife. Up against Ibsen. Gets front position. Well done, Ibsen, though. Just reached around the front. And sharked by Zach Hall. Follows up his first effort. Went to ground, but got it forward. Hancock comes through. Bulldogs is the pack, but Burford was good enough. Got it to Blake Johnston. Backwards in traffic to Connor Edwards. Long kick along the line. Well done, Jed Edwards. Went in a couple of times. Blake Johnston got the hand pass away. Well done, Blinko for Imperials. Bashed it forward. Going one way, then the other. Liam Edwards. Then bangs it forward. Oh, what a mark. Lachlan Smith. Sporting the David Boone tash as well. Look at that Mustaka. Brilliant. Right foot stab pass. Trying to find Mayers. On left half forward. He couldn't get it. Grub a ball now towards centre wing. Well done, Malentis. Oh, what a game he's played. Just swatted that Tigers player away like a fly. Got it onto Ibsen. Into full forward. Well played. Gizzarelli's got it. Hand pass off to the run. Back to Ibsen. Got tackled. Left foot up and under. Cruz Wilson's got it. And the Imps will line up the big sticks. And Keenan Cruz Wilson. He's putting his hand up for the Archies player of the night. Has been dynamic. Been playing mostly in the ruck. Floated forward against Dawson, who's also been thrown in the ruck tonight. Oh, Cruz Wilson, like an arrow from a bow. Gun barrel straight, and an interesting celebration there. Wouldn't mind seeing that on the dance floor later tonight. But Cruz Wilson, what a player tonight. And the Imps have kicked their 7th. They move to 7-10-52. The Tigers, their fight back getting snuffed out in this third quarter. They're 1-3-9. So both teams flexing in this third quarter now. The problem for the Tigers, though, is they've given the opposition a 6-goal head start. It's going to be tough to draw that back as Quaife heads up against Ibsen. Oh, well done, Blake Johnston. They're about to clear it, the Imps. Came through. He got tackled, though. Bashed forward by Ibsen onto the Imps. It was Jordan Johnson kicking towards Hancock. Did well. Gizzarelli, left foot. Vision, brilliant. Cruz Wilson again. Diving effort. Takes it on the chest. But Scott Gizzarelli, take a bow. That was brilliant. The vision, and just slotted it to the top of the square. And this is your goal. And judging by the last kick from Cruz Wilson, he should have no dramas with this effort. Yeah, celebrates early. Pumps the air. And the Imps, they're swooping on a round 3 win. It's early days. They've kicked 8 now. And the Tigers on 1-3-9. Cruz Wilson's kicked 3 goals now. And would be in front of our Archies player of the day. And this stream made possible by an incredible sponsorship from AFGRI and Great Southern Fuels, Kimberley Accommodation Group. An incredible $3,500 for the mark of the year this year in country football as the ruck tap comes down and Blake Johnston gets the clearance for the Tigers. Here they go. Jed Edwards at centre half forward. Got the mark, got tripped over. The Tigers forward. Malentis didn't mean to do it. Probably should have got the free kick, the Tigers player. But Malentis clears. And just stealing the footy here. Zach Johnston did well. Hacks it forward, back to Malentis. Had support in Wademan. And again, Zach Johnston. Outstanding. Gets another turnover. Spots a teammate in Russo. Russo inboard to Jet Edwards. Still too far out to score. Has found Dawson. 60 metres out. Robert Dawson. They've got a loose player. Went over the top of his head. Reese Edwards it was. And it bundles over the line. Cruz Wilson trying to come through and some cramp playing havoc there. Looks like Cayman. Geez, I know what that feels like. It can be brutal. As Wademan falls to Johnston. Dawson pushed. Hacked it forward. They've got the footy though. Liam Edwards twirls the pigskin. Ignores quite a few options. Looks like he's going to go back and pin the ears back here. He's backing himself in. On the left leg. Pretty good effort. And he's off to the minor side. So 1-4-10 now to Tigers Imperials. 8-10-58. They've looked the better side tonight so far. But the Tigers been really good as that's a brilliant effort. Took it on the second bite. And that looks like Connor Edwards. It is. Long kick by Connor Edwards. It's poor. They've turned it over. Didn't have a Captain Cook. And Charlie Wademan spots a teammate in Scott Price. It's been a bit of a general tonight, Scott Price. Solid contributor for Imperials. Right leg now, down the line, trying to find Mayers. Touched off the hands. And Connor Edwards has got the footy for Tigers. So can they make the most of this? Getting plenty of verbal instructions. Taj Russo there. Now they go sideways, backwards to Gillies. Chipped in towards Russo. Russo left foot back to Gillies. Playing around with the footy here, the Tigers. On to Connor Edwards. He gets tackled. Robert Dawson went in there, but away go the Imps. Zach Hall has got support in B. And Smith. And pass on to Mayers. Oh, well done, the Tigers. Gillies got pushed over. Connor Edwards has got it. And so has Timothy Mayers. And it goes over the line for a boundary throw in. Or is it a ball up? Looks like it's going to be a ball up just inside the line. So Quaife in the ruck again up against Cruz Wilson. And the left-hand paw goes down. Free kick, is it? Going the way of the Tigers. So Jesse Edwards been held in that contest. Chip kicks to full forward. Snap by Jet Edwards. Connor Brown off the ground. Oh, that's brilliant. Like Ronaldo. Take a bow. And the Tigers get their second of the evening. They move to 2-4-16. Imperials 8-10-58. And for a minute there, I thought I was watching the World Cup FIFA. Connor Brown has kicked both goals for the Tigers tonight. Has been a live wire for them in the forward 50. But just an opportunist in the right place at the right time. And a volley straight through. So can that spark up the Tigers? It certainly has sparked up the members area. So Quaife goes behind towards Johnston. They fall over though, and Ibsen gets it back to Mayers. They win the clearance. Kick now comes in towards the left half forward line. And that was magnificent defence by the Tigers. In towards Connor Edwards at centre half forward. Just tapped it behind him. Bit of tunnel ball by Wademan. Has got run and support. And they go inboard. And away goes Smith for the Imperials. And it's 1-2, pinball style. Ends up with Gillies. Long leg now. in the Hancock direction, and Cruz Wilson's there as well. But Gillies for Tigers hacks it off the ground, or out of his hands rather, but very rushed. It finds Ryan Edwards. They've got the loose player in Reese Edwards. Picked it up and ran into a bone cruncher. Well played, Sean Gizzarelli. And it's holding the ball. Wearing the Jesus headband tonight. Chip kicks over the top. Finds Jordan Johnson. And here goes Scotty Price and Imperials to full forward. Wilson, Cruz Wilson in fact. But Burford, like a puppeteer then. Had it on a string. What a defensive mark. And then gives a mully grubber towards Gillies. Gets supporting run by Dawson. Dawson chips over the top. Has found a teammate in Ryan Edwards. Gets it to Quaife. Thomas Quaife goes inboard. Spots up Reese Edwards. Long leg now. Off one step to centre half forward. Cruz Wilson. He's got the mark. Goes one way, then the other. They've got a loose player. And it's Zach Johnston. Well, that's a horrible kick inside 50 though. Waiterman let him in. Trying to pick it up was Wilson, but he got tackled. Well done, Gillies for the Imps. Gave the hand pass off. Then the pass gets it to centre wing. But Zach Johnston again does well. Goes into the corridor to Dawson. Dawson to centre half forward. Wanted Edwards. Punched away. Brandy Armstrong. Superb stuff. Got it backwards. Connor Edwards put the pressure on. Timothy Mayers, long kick. Punched over the back by Hancock. Well done. Boy, he's clever. Slides in. So does the Tigers defence though. And good tackle over there by Grant Van Veen. And a lot of the Tigers players have had their work cut out for them, especially the defence tonight, as they've met quite a vicious Imperials side as Quaife bashed it forward and they've won the clearance here, the Tigers. But in comes Gillies for the Imps. An interesting kick, and it comes back towards Blinko now. Dale Blinko. As you hear that nickname, Blinks, Blinks, Blinks. The chip kick in towards centre half forward. What a mark. What a player. Timothy Mayers. He has monstered them tonight. Likes the look of Cruz Wilson. Gets punched away. Valiant defence here by the Tigers. Burford. Magnificent pickup. They get it to centre wing. And it's Jed Edwards up against Waiterman. Charlie Waiterman did well. Hand passed it backwards. They had support, the black and whites. And the kick gets to left half forward. But in comes Zach Johnston. He's lifted. As has Russo. This is where they've fallen down a lot. Through the corridor. Price working hard on the ground. Got it to Mayers. And Mayers, as so often he's done today, clears it, but not for long. Imps in trouble here. The Tigers really lifted their tackling pressure, but free kick to Mayers. Had his legs taken. And it's 50 metres. Boy, this is a coach killer. Mayers has got a good leg on him. And if he can pump this one home, this could make it very hard for the Tigers. But here we go. Timothy Mayers. From 40 metres out, directly in front. He's missed. And a real let-off there for the Tigers. As Robert Dawson to bring the footy back in. Commanding his players. Come to the left-hand flank as Waiterman in there. Did well. Got it to Blinko. Blinko hand pass backwards. To Gillies. Into the corridor. Ibsen was there. Well done. Jed Edwards. He's played well tonight. Got it to his namesake, the Jesse version. Well done. He's beaten his opponent there. Tapped it to his own advantage. Just bounced up at the wrong time, though. He's made a meal of it. Good tackle. And well done. Gets a tap on the back by Beeb there as we've got a ball up. So Ibsen bashes it. And coming through, doing well is Jordan Johnson. Just an up and under ball though. Set a big task for his teammate and seeing it over the line is Liam Edwards for the Tigers. So time ticking away here. 25 minutes gone. 2-4-16, 8-11-59. It's been a spirited third quarter fight back by the Tigers. But Imperials have managed to get a few of their own as well, as Mayers is in there. And again, another ball up. And we're inside the forward 50 for the Tigers. Can they pinch a late one here in red time? As Ibsen wins the tap down for the Imps. Diving on the footy, a couple of Tigers players. But the Imps stay on their feet and Wademan feeds it backwards. And they hack it forward, but stealing it nicely is Burford. Oh, delays it. And Mayers wraps him up holding the ball. Just adding another stat to his already grand sheet. Timothy Mayers has to kick towards centre half forward. There's no one there for the Imperials. And Zach Johnston's got time to clear the footy. But again, Imperials have won the turnover here through Armstrong. Hancock bangs it on the right boot in towards Gizzarelli territory. But the Tigers, Burford chips it over the top. Showing poise for Zach Johnston. Back to Burford. Chips inboard to Quaife. He's got the mark in the true centre back position. Spots up Edwards. Promising build up here from the Tigers to full forward. Reese Edwards has got it. And he's also got a pretty handy Mustaka. And there's the siren. Reese Edwards will kick after the third quarter siren here to keep the game alive for his Tigers at home in front of his home members and supporters. What can he do here? Reese Edwards goes bang from 45. He's kicked it like a bullet from a gun. Reese Edwards. And that sparks the game. 3-4 now. 22 Tigers. 8-11-59 Imperials. It's three-quarter time here in Manjimup. We'll take a deep breath. And the final instalment just around the corner on Filming Footy. Thanks to Great Southern Fuels, AFCRI, Premium Grains, and Kimberley Accommodation Group. We'll be right back with the final instalment.
probably that's what I would, like if I was hiring someone.
And back live here in Manjimup for the last quarter. And it's Tigers. Spirited fight back in this third quarter. Can they keep it going? Timothy Mayer's sling tackle there. But just went with the momentum of Liam Edwards as Ibsen got it down, but coming through nicely was Pinelli. Got that snap kick away. Shoveled it out with Zach Hall for Imperials. Smith comes through. Couldn't pick it up. Edwards on hands and knees. Now the left foot kick by Johnston in towards centre half forward. Robert Dawson was in the van. Waderman's there as well. Close to the line. Dawson's still there on hands and knees. Coming through. Jed Edwards. Couldn't pick it up though, and Ibsen claims the footy. Left foot. Blasted to centre wing. Sitting under it, dropping the mark, the Tigers player. Popped one high, and Quaife got the advantage. Kicks it to centre half forward. Brownwood's there, along with Reece Edwards. B tracked the footy backwards. Oh, just got him thrown like a rag doll then. Reece Edwards. That was huge on Zach Hall. And Cruz Wilson gets wrapped up in a big tackle again by Cayman. And what a physical start to this final quarter as Ibsen jumps over the top, wins the tap down, and the Imps hack it towards left half back. But Gillies is there for the Tigers. Pumps it inside 50 again. Coming through B. Pinelli kept his feet and poised, fed it backwards. Left foot chip kick in towards Cruz Wilson. Melentis is there. Oh, good tackle. Well done. Back to his Cayman. And he wins the free kick against the 50-gamer Wilson. And Cayman there looking a little bit worse for wear. There will be a bit of lactic acid cramping coming into it in this last quarter. As the kick comes over towards Ibsen. Oh, that was brilliant. Just ran onto it like a greyhound at the races then. And then the left foot kick in towards centre half forward. Pinelli's back first. Did well, shoveled it backwards towards a teammate in Liam Edwards. He fell to ground though. Coming in. Getting bundled over. Hancock's got him. A good intent by the Tigers. That was Dylan Edwards. So the tap down by Jed Edwards. Just hacked up in the air by Liam Edwards. And well done. Gizzarelli gave the hand pass over. His teammate got dumped and away go the Tigers. Left foot kick in towards the left half forward line. Dawson chasing Waderman. Going one way, going the other. Backwards to Melentis. Oh, what a smother. Outstanding. It falls to Dawson. Beats the ball backwards to Ryan Edwards. Ryan Edwards long to full forward. Wilson went straight through him. Claimed by the Imps defence. Cayman. Left foot hack kick. Claimed by the Tigers. Well done. Ryan Edwards. Free kick though. It's coming back. Advantage paid. Is it Reece Edwards? Goal. No, it's coming back. Almost got away with it. But it's a free kick coming back to the Tigers, it looks like. And it's going to Ryan Edwards. He did well. Couple of good efforts. And this would be the perfect start for the Tigers to keep the hopes alive of a round 3 fight-back win. Ryan Edwards. Oh, it's a Barry Crocker. Straight off the side of the boot. Just waiting. Couldn't believe his luck was Zach Hall. Got the mark. He's chipped across to Mayers. Probably just with his nose in front at the moment. Along with Cruz Wilson as our player of the day. Timothy Mayers for Imps. Finds Blinko. Blinko chips it over the top to Ibsen. Another contender for the Archie Thongs. Player of the day is Ibsen. It's going to be a hard choice at the end of tonight. As Melentis dropped the mark but had time, but then set Wademan a big task. Good pressure by the Tigers forwards here. Dawson gets bumped over by Melentis. It looks like we'll have a ball up. James Gillies for Imps last up. Oh, a bit of cramp there in the right hamstring. I remember what that's like. As Jed Edwards comes through, wins the tap, but stealing it was Zach Hall. Fed it backwards, and they win the clearance here, the Imps. Hancock did well. Oh, showed a bit of flair and dash then. Turned around, packed it to centre half forward. Wilson's there, Cruz Wilson version. Trying to pick it up. Quave dumped him for Brandy Armstrong. Fed it backwards to Zach Hall. Back to Armstrong. Back to Hall. Up and under towards centre half forward. Sitting under it was Johnson. Tried to slap it towards Ghizzarelli. Now it comes back to Johnson. Right foot towards full forward. Oh, it was in the midst for Mayers. Picks it up. What a second effort. That was colossal. What a smother. Oh, outstanding work. Just couldn't believe it. Connor Edwards. Timothy Mayers was about to sign, seal, deliver the win for the Imps. But he's kept his team's hopes alive. Pinelli had it on the half-back line. They've turned it over here. And the Imps can go forward again. Smith goes to Beebe. Beebe into full forward. Mayers off hands. Ghizzarelli's there. Left foot off the ground. Cruz Wilson. Mayers goes bang! And the black and whites, they're up and about in round 3. And that should be enough. 6.5 minutes in, fourth quarter. But 9-11-65 now. 43-point leaders. It's going to take 8 goals in about 14 minutes for the Tigers. And when you've only kicked 3 goals for the whole night up to this date, that's a huge task. And Cruz Wilson getting involved again. He's already kicked 3 himself. Could have kicked that one again and made it 4. But unselfishly giving it off to Mayers. And Timothy Mayers, what an engine on him. Just incredible stuff tonight. He has really torn the Tigers midfield apart. As Ibsen, no, it's not Ibsen. It's Zach Hall has won the free kick. And will win the clearance for the Magpies. 7.5 minutes gone in this fourth quarter. Goes laterally to Wademan. And boy, how good is he been. Spots the pass to Cruz Wilson. Keenan Cruz Wilson plays on quickly. Into Hancock at full forward. Ghizzarelli's there. Falls to Hancock. And he bangs it through. Front and square crumbing from the big fella. And he helps himself to another black and white goal. And Alex Hancock has been mean and nasty and presented brilliantly up forward and deservedly pumps a goal through for Imperials. And now the scoreboard looking quite grim. If you're a Tigers man or woman or child, beautiful night for football in Manjimup. Umpire Tristan Mead officiating tonight. Umpires have done a magnificent job. You've hardly noticed them. That's when you know you've got a good set of umpires. It's Pinelli. Well done. They've won the clearance here, the Tigers. But again, just too many black and white jumpers. Been a theme. Zach Hall feeds it across towards Cayman. They've turned it over here. And good run and support through Quave and Johnston. But again at ground level, Jesse Edwards gets a fair bit of pressure from Armstrong for Imperials. So another ball up. Ibsen, well done, bashes it forward. Straight into the arms of Quave. Pops it just as he kicked it. Good mark, Connor Brown. He's got it, plays on quickly. That's what they've got to do, the Tigers. Kick in towards the forward line. Reece Edwards tracking in near the line. Dawson's there as well. Well done again, the Imperials defence. Cayman soccers it along the ground. And here they go again. They've cleared it. Ibsen was the target. Jed Edwards stayed down. Gets to it first. Just took a horrible bounce for him though. And Johnston's got it. Blake Johnston tries to spot a teammate. And Connor Edwards. Big tackle, and I think it's holding the ball. And it is. So Connor Edwards has got it. And the Tigers, they need to get on with it. Oh, and that pass was cut off. Again, the Imperials been savage in this situation. Zach Hall's got it, the left footer. Chip kicks to Hancock. Ominous thrust forward here. He's got Price, and he's at 50. I think it is. We've seen that a couple of times tonight. And Hancock should be able to get his second of the evening from directly in front, about 30 metres out, to shut the gate on this round 3 win for the Black and Whites. He's kicked it. And that will take the sting out of the contest. But I know and bet the Imperials coaching staff would not want their charges to take the foot off the accelerator. And for the Tigers, what a crucial last 8 minutes for them. They've got to take something away from this contest. Looks like they're going to continue winless in 2025. After a big loss to Kojana, they've had to wait a couple of weeks for redemption, and it hasn't come. They're back on the track next week for the Black and Yellows. I'm sure they're good enough though. They've had plenty of chances tonight, and plenty of contributors, and Quaife is one of them. But Mayers weaved through like a barra in the mangroves then. Just outstanding. Everywhere, Mayers. Armstrong picks up the footy. Gets claimed in the tackle. Well done, the Tigers. Ryan Edwards has got it. It's the centre wing. Jesse Edwards has got the footy. Likes the inboard option. Spots up Ryan Edwards again. Inboard to Gillies. Oh, goes to Rory. Into centre forward. Good mark. Reece Edwards plays on. This is promising for the Tigers. Into full forward. Liam Edwards plays on. Left foot cannon to goal. Oh, saving mark. The Imps defence resolute. And Blinko's got it. Chip kick over the top to Smith. So Smith, as you hear the cries of Smithy, the right leg down the line. Hancock's the target. Got pushed out of it by Burford. Zach Hall, good footy, gave it to Blinko. Blinko over the top. Hancock, dance through like Fred Astaire with a burley. Chipped over the top, and he's got Gizzarelli, the Sean version. Long kick into full forward. Picked it up to Scott Gizzarelli. Into full forward. What a mark! Imps have got it. And stitch up in the budget. No number 16. He's got a few touches tonight. But Imperials 11-11-77 can bring up their 12th. Right foot kick for goal. It's a straight effort. And the Black and Whites continue their domination in round 3. of the Tyre Power Manjimup Lower Southwest Football League. And this stream is proudly supported by a huge sponsorship by AFGRI and Great Southern Fuels. Kimberley Accommodation Group. $3,500 for the country mark of the year this year on filming footy, and a huge accommodation package for the goal of the year winner as well. So putting their money where their mouth is, these awesome businesses supporting grassroots football. As he's filming footy, Cruz Wilson gets the 1-2 and the clearance into Gizzarelli. Oh, Champagne Football Imperials. And Gizzarelli looking to pop the cork. 15 and a half minutes gone. Umpire Tristan Mead watching on next to him. He's kicked a few of these in his day. Played a lot at fullback as well though. There's Gizzarelli, left foot. That's razor sharp. Cuts the big sticks like a surgeon's scalpel. And Scott Gizzarelli gets a bit of icing for his cake. And the Imps, they've kicked 13 tonight, 24 scoring shots. And they've really broken this game open in this last quarter. The Tigers valiant in the third. But now the game's getting away from them. 3-4-22. Time ticking away. And we're back into it. Cruz Wilson stays on the ground and the Tigers bash it forward. And away goes Blake Johnston, a dribbler. Got pushed as he kicked in towards Reece Edwards. Edwards gets dealt with by Malentis, but they get the hand pass out. Johnston's there again. Gets dealt with. Two players, Jesse Edwards on hands and knees. They did well to shovel it out then. Blake Johnston's kick to centre half forward. Edwards has got the mark. And took it on the chest in the end. But good hang time and read it best. Then Reece Edwards can get a bit of consolation for the Tigers. And well-needed percentage here from directly in front. 30 metres out. Kicks the goal. Then Reece Edwards has kicked a goal. And the Tigers, understandably, disappointed at the moment. They know they're going to lose. But important in this last 7 or 8 minutes, they continue to do what they just did then. Not give up. And continue to try and hit this scoreboard. It's a long season in the lower southwest. You never know what's going to happen. Got to make sure you get as much percentage as possible. So back in the centre of the ground. As it looks like Jed Edwards up against Cruz Wilson. 50-50 ball. Pinelli's there. On hands and knees. Shuffles it out to Jed Edwards. They've won the clearance to Tigers. Well done. Into centre half forward. Leading out was Liam Edwards. Got hands to it. Then at ground level. Looks like a ball up at centre half forward for the Tigers. Liam Edwards hands the footy over. So Jed Edwards up against Cruz Wilson. Jed Edwards shovels it out as he's tackled. Trying to run through Sean Gizzarelli. Gets claimed. Now another ball up. Double hander by Jed Edwards. That's a free kick against him. So for the push. So Cruz Wilson's got it. And right foot kick now. Long to centre wing. Gizzarelli's got it. Sean Gizzarelli. Right foot kick in towards Hancock territory. Oh, did well. Just got it bobbled out. Claiming the footy was Jordan Johnson. Pinelli came in, left it behind, went back in. Got it backwards. Well done. And Jordan Johnson helped out. They get it. Wademan got first hands to it. But Dawson got the crumbs and then pumped it inside 50. Reece Edwards tracked it first. Got hands to it, but Melendez pushed him out of the way. Showed his experience there and hits up Waderman. Waderman to get the thud of the footy in the chest of Gizzarelli. Sean Gizzarelli. You hear the nickname of Gizza getting shouted. Oh, what a mark! Solid Jordan Johnson. That's going to be a contender for our AFGRI mark of the night. You've got to love those courageous ones. Definitely earned it. And that's come off the knee. Out of bounds to the full, is it? And then I think Gizzarelli's going to get it. Scott Gizzarelli on the left foot. Tries a bullet in towards Cruz Wilson. Oh, he had a good bite at it. Just dropped it at the last minute. Pinelli putting on the pressure. Coming through Jed Edwards. Couldn't pick it up. Got tackled. So without the footy, Jed Edwards played well in this last quarter. Been thrown into the ruck. Sideways ball to Connor Brown. Kicked a couple of goals tonight for the Tigers. Finds a teammate in Liam Edwards. Been a solid contributor as well. Van Veen's kick, and it's a poor one. It's going to go out of bounds on the full. And Beeb's got it. For Imperials. Short pass has found Blinko. The Imps defence tonight has been resolute. Looks inboard. Ignores that option. Goes towards Price. It's out of bounds on the full. So can they pounce on this opportunity here, the Tigers? Connor Brown. Kick inboard. Oh, Blinko. Well done. Going one way, then the other. Right foot kick in towards centre half forward. Pinelli is there first, though. And pass backwards. Gazzelli trying to get it. Oh, just getting a hand in at the right time. Jordan Johnson. He's won it off, Quaife. Now they kick in to Cruz Wilson. He's got the mark. Deep in the left full forward pocket. But the right pocket for a right footer. Thought about playing on. You could see him then. But he's going to go back. What will he do? Go with the drop punt. He's already kicked 3 tonight. Boy, if he kicks this and gets 4, you'd have to say he's probably going to steal the best player of the night off Mayers. Right foot kick for goal. Oh, that's straight through the middle. And I think you're looking at our Archie Songs player of the night, Dean and Cruz Wilson. That was ice cold. Right foot drop punt. No problems whatsoever. And the Imps, they move to 14-11. The Tigers 4-4. And it's a real thrashing now. So Gibson up against Edwards. Edwards got the tap down. Desperate was Johnston. The numbers with the Imperials, but good tackle in the end by Gillies. But he's got Zach all high. They've won the free kick and the clearance. Waderman gets the benefit of it. Measures the pass over to Price. Scotty Price got it on centre wing. Just waits patiently. Oh, in towards Gizzarelli. Got the half volley. It's taken his nail off. Painful Burford came through. She kicked it to Jesse Edwards. Oh, in licorice all sorts here. Gang tackled and ball up. So Imps pressing late here. Looking for another goal. They'd love to crack the 3 figures. As Ibsen, superbly done. Wins it out of the ruck. Price gave it straight to Dawson. Turnover. Ryan Edwards does well. Gets it into Van Veen. Pumps it inside 50 to full forward. Connor Brown. Oh, tried to stay on his feet. Fell over. Bashed it forward. Trying to keep the footy in the Tigers. Liam Edwards, but it's gone over. Connor Brown. Oh, he's looking at his right paw. He got it stomped on. But he's back in this contest. Can they sneak a late one here, the Tigers? Well done, Reese Edwards takes it out of the run. Pushed as he kicked, B claims it. Comes to Connor Brown. And pass back, Zach Hall gets it. Jesse Edwards sees him over the line. So boundary throw in right full forward pocket for the Tigers. Kicking to the southern end here in the fourth quarter. At the Tigers' home ground in Mandurah. Dawson shovels it up like a volleyballer. It's a throw. Umpire right on there. And Ibsen, he's got the free kick. Spots up. Johnson, good kick. Finds Blinko. Switch of the players been on. Now Blinko goes back to Johnson. In fact, Melentis. What a game he's played tonight down back. Spots up Ibsen. And his long left leg. Magnificent to Cruz Wilson. He's already got 4 tonight. Tries to barge through like a wounded bull. Gave the hand pass off last minute. It's going to dribble over the line. 26 minutes gone, last quarter. Can't be much time left. You could be looking at the final score, which is 14-11. Imperials 95. The Tigers 4-4-28. Round 3 tie power Mandurah. Lower Southwest Football League action on filming footy. Right foot kick towards goal. And a massive thank you to Matt Johnston. Scott Price snapped the goal. It's good. What a goal. And the Imps pump one home. And thank you to Matt Johnston for the wonderful curtain-sided truck provided for tonight's game. And just first class from the Tigers. What a way to host filming footy. So Matt Johnston, wherever you are tonight, let's make sure we keep the beverages flowing for you. And maybe a hot chicken roll or a lamb and gravy roll, whatever's on the menu. But just superb. The way you're supporting the broadcast, as is Kimberley Accommodation Group. High Power Mandurah, their support of the Lower Southwest Football League. Just outstanding. It's great to work in with such magnificent, passionate local businesses supporting grassroots footy. Jesse Edwards, slow to get up in the middle of the ground. Holding his shoulder there. Hopefully he looks all right. Getting to this next contest. So Ibsen gets it down. Well done, Gillies. Won the contest and the clearance. Try to get it towards Ryan Edwards. But again, the black and whites come through in numbers. But that kick was smothered. Let's let the Tigers back in. Pinelli did well. Got first back. Gave it to Ryan Edwards. Back to Pinelli. Little chip kick to Liam Edwards. Not 15. Had time. Calm in the chaos. And there's the siren. And Imperials flex in round 3 action in the Thai Power Mandurah Lower Southwest Football League. They've won the game comfortably. And looking through the performers from both sides, I liked Thomas Quave's game for the Tigers, the big fella, number 19. Tried really hard in the ruck in the first half. Also like Jed Edwards, the number 15. Got thrown into the fire in the ruck. Can definitely hold his head up high. I think Jesse Edwards down back as well, along with Liam Edwards. Got a bit of the footy. Blake Johnston never gave up also. And Braden Wilson in his 50th. We'll be proud of his efforts. But looking at the Imperials, they just had so many contributors. And to be honest, there's probably 5 players that you could give the player of the night to, and one of them's right there in Ibsen. The number 17, he was just everywhere, Connor Ibsen. Played in the ruck most of the night. Got a bit up forward, down back as well. Also, looking at Scott Gizzarelli up forward, who's provided that real burst of pace. Brandy Armstrong down back, brilliant. Worked in with Blinko and Melentis. They were resolute back there. And I think Timothy Mayers, the number 21, he'll be unlucky to miss out on the best on ground tonight because he was just incredible. The tank on him, he was everywhere. But Keenan Cruz Wilson, the number 10, kicking 4 goals in the ruck for a lot of it. Copped a yellow card tonight. And I think the way he responded to adversity and came back on and not only performed well, but took best on ground honours, I think he is our deserved winner of our Archie Stolls Player of the Night. So that's it from me, Tim Lees, on Filming Footy. Huge thank you to our stream sponsors, AFGRI, Premium Grains, Great Southern Fuels, and Kimberley Accommodation Group. And a huge thank you to Matt Johnston again locally for providing our truck at our venue tonight. Thanks to our camera crews and everyone involved, and Rohit involved with our stream behind the scenes. It brings it all together and something magnificent, and it's grassroots footy and country footy at its best. We'll see you next time on Filming Footy.